All right. Well, one of my favorite subjects are back in the news.
Okay.
The Confederate flag.
Oh, Jesus. Really?
Really.
All right.
This is so dumb. A high school teacher in Georgia was placed on administrative leave after allegedly posting a message in her classroom saying the Confederate flag symbolizes one's intent to marry your sister.
All right. Is that are we supposed to take that as false?
Well, here's the point.
All right.
The controversial message offended one of the high school students who told her mom the teacher put a photo of the Confederate flag on the board with the text saying, "A sticker you put on the back of your pickup truck to announce that you intend to marry your sister. Think of it like a white trash save the date card."
All right.
Melissa Fuller of WRDW said that her daughter found it offensive.
Of course she did.
And asked her mom what she thought. Fuller decided to post about it on
Facebook,
where fellow parents and members of the community started discussing it. A lot of the discussion is that it's not morally correct. It's unethical.
Right.
It's just something you don't want to discuss in today's world, and especially inside the classroom.
Yeah.
Fuller said that her daughter once wore a belt to school with a Confederate flag belt buckle. The school asked her daughter to take it off, which she did, and she received an in-house suspension. If she can't wear a belt buckle, then why is it appropriate to make an assignment out of it? Fuller said.
That's a good point, actually.
The mom said her issue was not with the Confederate flag photo, it was with the text. Why was that used? With it being such a rough area, why would you put that out there to a classroom to discuss that could have turned very ugly? The city is a small city in Augusta, the metropolitan area of Georgia. An image of the Confederate battle flag was removed from the official Georgia state flag in 2003. The battle flag, adopted by the southern pro-slavery states during the Civil War, remains a controversial flashpoint. Some consider it part of their heritage, while others decry it as a symbol of slavery, Jim Crow, and modern-day racism. The debate over the flag continues across the country. Fuller said she did not share the photo of the teacher's lesson on Facebook to get the teacher in trouble, just to get feedback from her parents. However,
no, she didn't. She totally did it to get the teacher in trouble.
Of course she did.
Stop it.
However, when the story went viral, the teacher was put on administrative leave by the Richmond County school system. The Richmond County school system is committed to creating a diverse, equitable learning environment for all students. The district said that the statement contained language that was used in an example that was unacceptable and has no place in our classroom.
Yeah, whatever. Enough with this bullshit. I mean, at this point, I'm just going to put it the way it has to be. I don't care, personally. Okay, whatever. Confederate flag is white trash heaven. Who gives a shit? My point, though, is if these teachers in 2019 can't figure out what they can and can't say without needing, guidance, then they should be fired.
I agree.
I mean, look, it's 2019 and everybody's a fucking pussy. So anything that you say that could be construed as anything negative, you can't say. How about this, Mrs. Jones, or whatever your dumb name is?
Yeah, go check into the vacancy hotel.
Yeah. How about just teach your fucking class? What possible lesson could she have been teaching that she needs to focus on the fucking Confederate flag? What class was she teaching that needed to be part of her curriculum? None. She's just another wise ass trying to get away with something. And I hope she got fired, and I hope she never gets another job again. No, I don't hope that. you know, I don't even hope that she gets fired. I still don't think you should be fired for anything speech-wise. You know, she should be suspended for a couple of weeks for doing it during the school day and right back to teaching math or whatever it is she fucking does.
Yeah, instead of standing up there making some social or political statement. Because your social or political statement may not jive with everybody in your classroom. And why make a statement? It's who are you to dictate to everybody what your thoughts are? This is no different than one of these actors or actresses or music, personalities stating what their political belief is.
Well, and is at least, and I'm not trying to defend those fucking jizzballs either, but at least if you're an actor or a musician or some shit, you're generally making money. Who in their right mind goes in and says, you know what I want to do for the rest of my life? I want to make $40,000 a year being a teacher. That's what I want to do. So I'm going to follow the guidance of fellow teachers. They're going to teach me how to be very low-end, moderately successful in life. Stop it. You're a fucking teacher. Teachers work their whole life and retire and fucking live off their SSI. That's what they fucking do. It's not a glamorous life. It's not a life you should aspire to when you're 14 years old. Be a fucking teacher, right? So why would you take a message from a fucking teacher? Right?
Again, you're in a classroom, you're being paid by the state. Mm-hmm. This is not the place to display your political or social feelings about things.
Yeah.
You're paid to do a job. You're not there to expound your personal thoughts on, social issues or political issues or anything. You're supposed to be very neutral.
Yeah, teach me the difference between a gerund and a participle. Don't be teaching me about fucking your thoughts on the Confederate flag, and if the fact that my dad has one means that he fucked his sister. Okay? It's none of your fucking business. Teach me some English, you fucking bitch.
Exactly. All right, well, here's another one of those stories.
All right.
Travelers usually turn to Southwest Airlines... Chris? Facebook page. Okay. To ask travel questions, whine about fares and flight delays, or share heartwarming customer service stories. But on Thursday, Mark Kaminsky had one mission: to call out a Southwest flight attendant for shaming a passenger who was wearing...
Confederate?
No. Drumroll, please. A Trump t-shirt.
Oh my God, they should have thrown him off the plane at 30,000 feet.
Exactly. Comiskey, a 51-year-old Chicago resident, shared a screenshot of a personal Facebook page posted by a male Southwest flight attendant. Now, when I say male Southwest flight attendant, what immediately comes to mind, Chris?
Hey.
Let me just put it to you this way. Straight white males or straight males in general do not become flight attendants.
No. I have a relative that's a white male and is a flight attendant. Would you like to guess his husband's name?
Larry?
Not even kidding. Not even kidding.
Larry?
Oh, it's what is his husband's name? I don't even know. Lee. Yeah, his husband's name is Lee.
I thought that was your ex-wife's husband's name.
It's also his name. I've got a bunch of Lees in my life. I call them both faggots for different reasons.
Right. So make this picture if you've flown in the last, decade.
Mm-hmm.
Male flight attendant. Very swishy, very gay.
You've got to put the buckle in like this.
Exactly. Can I get you a drink?
Just pull the lever like so, and you can release it.
Right.
Emergency exits are up here in the front and here in the back. Be careful with those, though. You don't want to open them accidentally.
All right. A friend had shared it with him, and both are Trump supporters. The flight attendant's post featured a photo of a man in an aisle seat on a Southwest flight dressed in shorts, a camouflage hat, and a navy blue T-shirt with the American flag and the words Trump 45 and suck it up, Buttercup. The caption, someone did not get my most positively outrageous service today on my flight.
Oh.
Hashtag not going to suck it up. Hashtag dump Trump. Hashtag ew.
Wow, you really got him with those hashtags.
The outrageous line is a customer service mantra long espoused by Southwest.
What's the mantra? That you can't wear Trump shit?
No, it's outrageous service.
Oh, whatever.
Here at Southwest, we offer you the most outrageous customer service.
Do they?
I don't know.
Do they even offer customer service? I thought Southwest.
I don't know. I call it cattle call airlines myself. I've only flown on Southwest once, and they line you up like cattle in the different stalls, and they march you into the plane, which is why I only fly like American or United. I never fly Southwest.
I always understood that Southwest was just barely a step above JetBlue.
Yeah.
Like it's ghetto. It's ghetto plane.
Yeah, it's cattle call airlines.
Soul plane. Yeah, it's definitely just fucking anybody that can't afford a real flight flies on Southwest.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's fucking $100 anywhere. Garbage flights. Wonder why there's white trash on your plane. Shut up.
Yeah, it's the Walmart of airlines.
It really is. It's like most people go to like a legitimate dealer to buy their car, but if you're that guy that drives down the road another half mile and you get to Ben's Used Autos, that's the guy that rides on Southwest.
Exactly.
Yeah, get out of here with the Southwest. Shitty airline. What do you expect? I mean, what did this fucking guy that's trying to portray himself as something special expect? Wonder what he was wearing. Jizzball, flip-flops, and white socks. Fucking fag.
Comiskey asked Southwest, so is this how you treat your passengers? He criticized the flight attendant for not giving his best to a customer because he hates the man's shirt and our president.
Shut up. Who gives a shit? Who cares? Your opinion means nothing, you fuckface. Why does his opinion matter? I guarantee this guy, the guy with the Trump suck it, whatever the shirt said, guarantee he wasn't the only guy on the plane that was a Trump supporter.
Right.
I guarantee there was another, probably half the plane. Yeah, I'm talking like fucking Steve Perry singing. Half the plane was probably Trump people. Half the plane was probably not Trump people.
Right.
This fucking nosy busybody with his fucking camera. I'm going to take a picture and show them. Shut up, dick. What a dick.
Wow, Comiskey added, he should be fired because he can't do his job. Very sad employee.
You should be thrown off the plane for being a whiny cunt. You added nothing to society. You added nothing to the flight. Get off.
A Southwest representative quickly replied to the post with one of the airline's stock social media responses.
We're so terribly sorry for your inconvenience, and we do our best to provide the best customer service and the best environment for all of our passengers.
Wow.
We're sorry you didn't feel that our service met your standard.
Are you sure you're not reading off this story?
I've seen this shit so many times from all these companies. It's all bullshit. With my own stupid company, with Pinball PA, we have the online customer thing on the website.
Yep.
Believe me when I tell you, I have everything already written out. And every time somebody says a complaint or says something good or whatever, I just push a plus button and I find the appropriate one and I just push it.
Right.
And it goes. Nobody's actually sitting there concerned. There's never, if you've ever gone to a website to complain about something, I can promise you, there's not a guy on the other end that's like, please tell me your concern so I can make it better.
Right.
That guy doesn't exist. You know who's sitting on the other side? Me! Angry douchebag full of beers that's just like, how can I get this fucker off my fucking phone? All right, I'll push this one that says all the right things. Boop! There you go. There's your nice message.
Do you feel better now?
Yeah. Do you feel? Oh, well, and then they always write back the same fucking bullshit because they're so stupid they don't realize that they've just been thrown a stock message. Well, thank you for caring. We need more people like you that care.
Sure.
Shut up. No one cares. I promise you, no one at Southwest read your tweet and was like, oh my God, we've got to make some wholesale changes right now to our flight policy with Trump shirts. No one said that. Just get over yourself, jizzball.
We aim to provide outstanding service to all who travel with us and regret if we miss the mark. We appreciate you sharing your feedback. And then comments began pouring in most cases along party lines. Give this man a raise, one said, while another one said, this guy should be fired.
Oh, brother.
I'm the farthest thing from a Trump supporter, but I am a people supporter, one poster said. This is clearly unacceptable.
Why?
Southwest. Well, the action of the employee of Southwest is what he's saying. That's unacceptable.
What did the employee of Southwest do? He didn't do shit. He let a guy that was wearing a perfectly legal T-shirt sit and wear the legal T-shirt.
No, but he said that he didn't serve him the way that he would serve normal customers is what he said.
So what? Please.
But he posted it on the company Facebook page.
I hate this story, and I hate it. I wish this plane would have crashed. That would have solved so many problems if this fucking flight would have just crashed.
Yeah.
It would have been that's the perfect ending to this song, to this story.
It would have been a great Harry Chapin song.
As I was going to say, and Harry's grandson or something writes a song about it. That would be the perfect answer to this shit. God, I hate people.
This is clearly unacceptable. Southwest Airlines, I have a lot of Trump supporters, even though I don't agree with them. And frankly, this kind of behavior from your flight attendants is what makes civil discussion in our country all but a memory. If you think it's okay for your employee to give this guy a lesser treatment to someone who he disagrees with, I hope you'll find it okay when I take my business to another airline I agree with.
Okay. You showed them.
Hashtags emerged, including a hashtag boycott Southwest. One poster handed out the number, the extension, including the Southwest Customer Relations Team. Hi, this is Chris Aiken. How can I help you today?
Oh, tell me what he did. Please. Come on. Let me see how I can help. Please. Oh, you're kidding. He treated this guy differently. You know what? I'm going to forward this right now to our advanced team planner, and we're going to get to the bottom of this immediately. Oh, what flight was it again? Because I need that so that we can find. Yeah, whatever. And they take all that and they just throw it right in the fucking garbage can.
The old circular file.
They don't care. They don't even save it on their screen. They just hit delete. They started typing for a minute and they're like, okay, customer service. Oh, someone didn't serve. So, all right, delete. Done. Oh, no, keep telling me your story. I didn't delete that. No, I was switching to a different screen where we put our extra terrible moments. This is where we record those. Just shut up. No one cares. Southwest isn't going to fire this guy. Southwest doesn't give two shits. It's fucking dirt cheap airline. They're just happy that the plane fucking starts. Okay, it runs like a 63 Buick. It might start, it might not. Just fucking embrace it and go. Jesus Christ. Dear Southwest. Can you fucking imagine, dude? Can you imagine anywhere that you would go? You know, I had coffee this morning or yesterday morning at Dunkin' Donuts. You know, I always go there for coffee. And I get my coffee, and it was, you know, I always get the same thing. I get extra large coffee, 4 cream, 4 sweet and low. You know, I get the same thing every time. And I got my coffee, and it was very clear that they did not put sweet and low in the coffee today. Now, what do you think that I called the corporate office at Dunkin' to say, hey, I specifically said 4 sweet and lows, and they gave me none.
Right.
Someone should be fired for this.
No, you went on your Facebook page and made sure everybody understood that that's what happened to you.
Yeah.
And then you made the phone call.
I can promise you the phone call didn't get made, and I invite anybody that is a friend with me on Facebook to go there and see if there's a Dunkin' Donuts post. There's not. That's just ridiculous to go and whine to a company about anything. They don't care. Honestly, they don't care about you. No matter how much they tell you it's the fucking customer first. And they don't give a shit about you. You know when they'll give a shit about you? When they're not making any money. When they're look at fucking Subway. Their guy literally was sticking his dick in little boys. Their guy was fucking kids. And they didn't even have a full bad quarter when it came out. They fired him. They made a new song. They hired Shaq or somebody to be the new spokesperson, and on they fucking went. And no one is boycotting Subway now. Subway's right back to making a shit ton of money. Right?
Pretty much. Shaq is with Papa John's, though.
Oh, what? Oh, there's another one. Papa John. Papa John said nigger. They fucking had a bad day or two. They hired Shaq. Everything's better now. They hired a black guy to fucking counteract the hard words that Papa John said, and now everything's fixed.
Papa John said nigger, now we hired one, so we're all good. It's all evens out.
We swung the balance equal, so it's all good.
Yeah, the scales are equal now.
I mean, honestly, I know that's fucking harsh, and I love Shaq, but is that not exactly what Papa John's did?
That's what they did.
They hired a black guy to counteract the black thing. Like, see, we're not racist. We're nothing like Papa John. Here's what we did to make it better. We hired one of them.
Yeah.
Just what fucking Papa John did.
Yeah, they pandered.
They pandered. And you know what? Maybe I'm crazy, but I don't believe that black people buy a lot of pizza. I just don't. Do you?
Again, I don't know that answer, but I just think it's funny that, after the whole Papa John Schnatter thing, that they brought Shaq in to be the spokesperson.
Yeah.
I own some Papa John's, outlets and chains and this and that, and I'm out there, distributing pizzas and riding a tour bus around and say, hey, Papa John's is rolling into town and it's me, Shaq, the face of the company.
Because that's believable, too. The Shaq showing up saying, hey, would you like a pizza? Hey, would you like a double pepperoni and sausage and extra cheese?
Well,
hey.
To be honest with you, Chris, just watching that commercial made me feel better about the whole situation.
It I'll bet it did.
It made me feel better about everything.
You want to show me something? Show me him rolling through Gary. Show me that. Those people will come out fucking thinking it's the Food Line with cheese. Like, holy fuck, free pizza. They'll surround his bus and tip it over when everybody doesn't get one.
Right.
I mean, get the fuck out of here.
The number of comments we're approaching 100, a whole 100 comments.
Oh my God.
By the time Southwest removed the post, a large number for a post that is not easy to find, the flight attendant also scrubbed photos and other information from his
Facebook
page and shortened his last name.
Shortened his last name? So what? People would recognize him on fucking Fuckbook?
Yeah.
Ugh.
He did not respond to USA Today's request for comment. Southwest spokesman Chris Maines said Comiskey's post on the airline's Facebook page was removed as we have investigated the address and issue internally.
Good.
He also further
what?
He also,
I don't know. Outrage? I don't know what.
No, he
just say it.
Starts with an A.
I don't know.
I'm drunk.
I don't know. I'm drunk. Come on.
He apologized.
Are you shitting me? The flight attendant did?
No, the head of the Southwest airline apologized.
Of course he did. Of course he did.
For the post many considered out of line for a service employee and an invasion of a passenger's privacy. He was not identified in the post. We aim to provide outstanding service to all who travel with us, Maines said in a statement. The post in question does not reflect the inclusive environment we strive to provide for our customers' employees. The flight attendant's post is likely in violation of the airline's social media policy, but Maines would not disclose details of the protocol. Flight attendant unions also have social media policies, but the Union for the Southwest Flight Attendants, the Transport Workers Union Local 556, did not respond to questions on the policy or the incident.
This is like McDonald's apologizing for not providing a great burger.
Yeah, basically.
It's the same thing. Southwest apologizing for not providing, extra special fucking flight attendants. It's Southwest.
The policy for members of another flight attendants union, the Association of Flight Attendants CWA, includes these tips. When in doubt, do not post. Remember, your postings online are permanent even when subsequently deleted. Be sensitive to political issues you comment on.
Yeah.
Beyond a response from Southwest and a few comments from people who don't like Trump, Comiskey said he didn't expect much more from the post about the flight attendant. I couldn't believe it, he said. It exploded and very quickly.
Here's the thing. If they're not smart enough to know that you can't post about giving poor service to somebody because of their beliefs, do you really want that person responsible for your life if something were to happen where you're in a life or death moment?
Yeah.
That's the person that would be in charge of keeping you alive.
Yeah.
That person that's not smart enough to figure this out. Oh, my God. Unreal.
He said, in fact, that he's a Trump supporter, shouldn't matter, though he responded to several comments on the post with his support for the president's reelection. The flight attendant was out of bounds, he said, just as he would be if he expressed opinions about people at his job as a city employee or took photos of others against the social media policies. My job is to do my job and go home, he said. My job is not to be there and be ridiculing people, treating them like crap, and having my opinion. You can't just go out and lash out at people just because of the way you feel about your job. Even as a human being, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't have. You should have a little bit of compassion.
Yeah, the only place you can do that's in the NFL.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So again, people feeling that they believe that their opinions matter that much.
Yeah.
This is my job. I'm serving people, but this guy wore a Trump shirt. I don't like Trump, so you're not going to get served properly.
Yeah, you're getting the fish where everybody else gets the steak.
Yeah.
There's fish or steak. You don't get peanuts with your drinks, pal.
Yeah, pal.
Do they even serve peanuts and drinks on Southwest?
I don't even know.
Southwest, they probably just have a bowl.
Right.
A bowl of peanuts, and everybody reaches their dirty, filthy hands into it and just grabs them.
Yep.
You know, like what was that movie, Black Mass? Did you see that movie, Black Mass?
No.
In the movie, it's the movie about Whitey Bulger.
Oh, okay.
And it starts off with this guy, Whitey's at a table, and they're talking about some hit or some shit. And there's this one guy, and he's got a bowl of like Chex Mix or something in it.
Okay.
And he's fingering through the fucking bowl. And he's like fingering through the bowl, and he's grabbing like all the M&Ms or something.
Yeah,
out of it,
they're just picking the peanuts out or something like that.
But he's putting the fingers in his mouth when he gets what he wants, and then he goes back and starts fingering the bowl again.
Right.
And then Whitey Bulger goes, "If you put your fat, fucking, disgusting hand in that bowl one more time, I'm gonna chop your fucking." It's a great line. It's if you haven't seen that movie, dude, you got to watch that.
All right, I'll definitely check that one out.
It's called Black Mass.
Okay.
That's a really good movie.
All right, I'll look for it.
All
right. Well, since we're talking about social media,
all right,
this is something that you'll really dig because there's a lot of great pictures here.
Okay.
I think you're going to like the pictures, so you're going to have to pull them up as I tell you about them.
All right, I'm ready.
All right. So we always talk about people on their social media posting photos and stuff, and then they go apply for a job, and then, of course, their potential employer goes and looks for their social media just to see what they're posting out there.
Sure.
And then they decide whether they'll hire that person based on their behavior online.
Right, okay.
So this job applicant is outraged
and shocked
after a company shares her bikini photos on Instagram as a public service announcement.
Nice.
By saying, "This is not doing you any favors."
I'll be the judge of that.
All right. A job applicant shared her outrage on social media after a company she applied to shared one of her personal Instagram posts along with a public service announcement to future prospects.
All right, you can stop right there. If it's shared on Instagram, it's not personal. It's public. You released your photo to a public forum. It's not personal. But go ahead. Let me judge for myself.
All right. Her name is Emily, Emily, Clow, Clow. a 24-year-old from Austin, Texas.
All right, let's see what Emily Clow's got going here. That over. All right. She's got a face that's a 5. I like the underboob. I'm assuming that's the picture we're talking about here.
She's got her bikini top pulled up and her boobs are popping out the bottom.
I like the underboob, but it just shows off that she has small tits.
Yeah. She's about a B, maybe a low C at the most.
So maybe what didn't help her wasn't that she took this offensive photo, but maybe it's that she had small tits and was like, fuck, I want somebody with some D cups in here.
Exactly.
That's what I would be thinking.
Emily Clow, a 24-year-old from Austin, Texas, recently applied for a marketing coordinator internship at Kick-Ass Masterminds.
What is it called?
The name of the company is called Kick-Ass Masterminds, and they were worried about her Instagram post. The name of their company is called Kick-Ass.
They can't have her at Kick-Ass.
That's how you spell it. It's Kickaass. That's all one word. Kick-Ass Masterminds. An Austin-based marketing company founded and primarily run by women that says it is hell-bent on helping entrepreneurs grow businesses faster than they could on their own.
Well, maybe they wanted to help her grow her tits faster than they were growing,
or they didn't like her flaunting herself because they're uptight women.
What are you thinking, a bunch of fat, ugly trolls?
Yeah, they're fat, ugly old women.
Could be.
Oh, look at her in that skimpy bathing suit. Who does she think she is? She's not working here with us girls. Right, girls?
You know, there's a lot of black guys in that pool. Maybe they didn't like that. Just making an observation.
Right. Klaus says shortly after filling out an online application, she was prompted to follow the company's Instagram account for an advantage over other applicants. When she did so, she said she was shocked to find a photo of herself in a swimsuit on the company's story along with a piece of unsolicited advice. Public service announcement, because I know some of you applicants are looking at this, the company wrote over Klau's photo. Do not share your social media with a potential employer if this is the kind of content on it. I'm looking for a potential marketer, not a bikini model.
All right, that's a little harsh, but let's just be honest. If she was shocked and outraged before, what is she now that it's on every website?
Go on with your bad self and do whatever in private, it added, but this is not doing you any favors in finding a professional job.
Not sure why the company would put that out there, but you know, now they've opened themselves up to a lawsuit.
Well, they were holding her up to as an example of what not to do if you're out there searching for a job.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess, but still, I think you have to have permission to.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the photo, and her face is not displayed.
Well, it is in all these photos.
No, well, the company photo I'm looking at here, it's from her neck down.
Oh, so basically, all these photos that I'm seeing from here are people that also went to her Instagram and found the actual photos.
Angered by the post, Klaus sent a screenshot of the company's story to the She Rates Dogs, a popular Twitter account that features user-submitted content highlighted unsolicited advances, threats, and demeaning insults women experience on social. This social media stuff. This is gonna be the biggest downfall of this country ever. This social media shit is so out of control that everybody governs their entire life and existence by it.
You say it's gonna be. When?
No, it is.
Here. It's already here. It's already happened. Life is ruined.
It is.
There's no coming back.
Nope.
There's no coming back. We're done. We are done. The next step is the fucking meteor hitting the planet, hopefully.
The account shared the photo on Monday, where it has since racked up over 51,000 likes and more than 5,800 retweets. This girl applied for an internship at a company, and they put up this screenshot of her in a bikini on the company Instagram, publicly telling everyone they wouldn't hire her because of this photo. Well,
it's one of those things. I think that the company should have just shut their fucking mouth. But I mean, come on. I mean, are you going to tell me that every chick in this place hasn't sucked a dick or 50?
Well, but the thing is they're not advertising it. Look at me, I'm a slut.
Well, who knows? They work at Kick-Ass fucking Gear.
True.
What would you think of somebody that works at Kick-Ass Gear or whatever? You wouldn't think that they're a little bit of a goer?
Well, again, this goes way back, and I'm going to make an example here. People, let's just say people who are gay.
Okay.
30, 35, 40 years ago. If somebody were gay and they had a gay relationship and they lived that lifestyle, they kind of kept it to themselves.
Right.
Most people were none the wiser.
Okay.
Okay, and whatever you do in your bedroom, that's your own business.
Right.
But then it became this whole big deal. Well, we got to be out in the open. We have to be accepted. You have to accept us, whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
Same way with this situation. This girl is flaunting herself. Literally. I mean, she is flaunting herself. She's showing the under boob shot.
She's trying to get some attention.
Yeah, of course. So a company goes, do we want a girl who's flaunting herself, who could potentially be an issue for us if she acts inappropriate during company hours? We don't know. She's kind of a loose cannon. I mean, she'll post that out on a public website or public social media. What will she do within the confines of our business?
So can you then? I'm a devil's advocate. This, even though I do agree with you. What about if instead of this photo, she's wearing like a wife beater T-shirt, and she has a full sleeve of tattoos? Can they say, "Nah, we're not going to hire you because of that"?
Possibly.
I mean, no racy ones or nothing. Just tribal art or whatever.
Well, up until recently, I know for a fact that there were a lot of companies out there that actually had policies about no visible tattoos.
Yeah, that's gone now.
Well, that's what I said, up until recently.
Yeah, well, it's all in the eye of the beholder, because, like, I don't know, maybe I'm the only one that thinks this or whatnot, but when I see a chick that's either heavily tattooed, like really heavily tattooed up, and for sure, if she has a full-sized tramp stamp that goes like both sides of her ass, tramp stamp, my first thought is, if I see either of those two things, is definitely takes it in the ass. That's my, and I know that's silly, and I'm not even trying to be silly. I'm being honest.
Yeah, okay.
When I see that, I think this is a girl that can take a lot of pain. And this is a girl that sort of likes that, so obviously she gets fucked in the ass.
Yeah, she's advertising. She's advertising.
She's advertising that she'll take it in the shitter. And I think that that's every bit as I don't know, message sending as this girl with her fucking tits hanging out the bottom of her bikini. She's not really doing anything. It's not like she's like holding somebody's junk or something.
Yeah, but she's almost advertising that she's a little bit of an exhibitionist.
Okay, and what does a tramp stamp advertise?
Same thing.
Yeah, but people have them at these jobs. That's what I'm saying. This is a slippery slope that she's going to win money off this kick-ass fucking company. All she got to do is find one person with a fucking tattoo or something and say, and a guy like me that'll admit that they think perverted thoughts about a fucking tattoo. And then it's a problem for that company. No?
Well, I agree. So basically what this company is doing, using her as an example or holding her up as an example of something that they frown upon. Mm-hmm. They're just saying, hey, if you got this kind of garbage on your social media and you're going to friend us or, link to us or whatever, and you're applying for a job here, you're probably better off if you clean up your social media before we become aware of it, because then we're going to see that and go, you know what? We'll pass.
That's why you have a fake social media.
Well, again, it's ridiculous that people put their entire life out there online.
Yeah. You got to have, like even me, and I have no thought that I'm ever going to have to go get another job again. But I have a fake social media that I keep, and I keep it for that reason. About once a month I go in there and I'm like, hey, it's cloudy today, or how about those Indians, or what, I just say real,
generic shit, just so that, and I don't use my first name for almost anything. It came up this week that my first name is on the app because they make you use your whole name. So on the app, it says Charles Aiken because my first name is Charles. Right.
And that's what I use for my fake social media is I use Charles so that because if I ever go for a job, if I ever had to go, and I've thought about this ahead of time because I know the filth that we say on this show. If I ever have to go hunting for a job, you can bet your ass that at work I'll be Chuck Aiken. I will Charlie or Chuck or something. Charles. Right. I will not be Chris Aiken at work.
Sure.
Won't be, because I'm not going to associate the two things. And and if you think about how an application works, it's always first name, middle initial, last name. So I could get away with never being Chris at work.
Right.
And I would just have to answer to Chuck every once in a while.
Sure.
Who cares? Is a shit. It's just work. It's not like I'm going to go there to make friends anyway.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go steal their money.
Exactly. Since the exchange went viral, the company has been forced to take down its social accounts, podcast page, and website because of continued numerous death threats and thousands of harassing messages. Kick-Ass Mastermind CEO Sarah Christensen told in an interview, contrary to what she rates dogs, wrote on Twitter, Christensen said Clow has not been disqualified over the bikini image at all. There was no communication to her saying she was disqualified, the CEO said in an email. I have an email communication from her yesterday still expressing interest in a position after that post. On October 1st, email with Christensen that was shared with In the Know, Clow resent her resume and cover letter and said she hoped to hear from the company soon. She also asked that the company please take down the picture of me from your Insta story, a request Christensen claims she honored immediately.
Yeah, pal.
Clow, however, told In the Know she only chose to take the matter public on her own personal Twitter and Instagram accounts. So people spend so much time with this. Mm-hmm. Well, I got to put this up on my Twitter, then I got to put this out on Instagram, and then I got to enter this on a Facebook, then I got to write a diatribe, and then I got to, because I got to let everybody know who follows me know how I feel about this.
That's right, dude. I will admit I took Facebook off of my phone.
Yeah.
Now it's on the new phone either.
Yeah.
So freeing to just not have to be bothered with that shit. I have just so much more time to get work done.
Yeah.
Not dicking around fucking looking at fucking faggot ass Facebook.
Right. Clow, however, told In the Know she only chose to take the public matter to her own personal Twitter, blah, blah, blah. Clow also shared a screenshot of her direct message with the company that took place shortly after sending her aforementioned follow-up email, which she says she wrote to show professionalism. In exchange, Clow reiterates her request twice before she was allegedly blocked. There's some blocked user in your future there, pal.
I'm telling, too. I'm going to post that on Facebook, too.
I didn't tag the company publicly on Instagram until they had blocked me, Clow responded. I'm not sure if they took it down immediately. I asked them to take the story down 3 times, and after, they implied that I was in fact disqualified, she said, noting that the company had wished her the best of luck in your job search, a phrase frequently used by potential employers while dismissing the job applicant.
It means go fuck yourself.
Yeah, their actions implied to me that the bikini pig did come into the factor when reviewing my application, she said. I would never have expected that they would use my application as an attempt to educate others about how not to apply for a job.
Yeah.
Although Klaus said she was baffled by the company's actions, she also took to Twitter to write what she was astounded by the support that she had received on social media after sharing her story.
Thank God the social media people were there to help her out.
I know. She clapped back hard.
Oh, brother.
No, I didn't say that. I threw that in there.
It's all caps.
I was objectified earlier today by a company because of a picture of me in a bikini, she wrote. She claimed it made me an unprofessional. Mm-hmm. When asked about the inspiration behind the offending social media public service announcement, the CEO of Kick-Ass Masterminds declined to comment.
They don't want nothing more to do with this fucking story.
Right, yeah, you're a problem. Get out of here.
Yeah, beat it.
We're glad we didn't hire your stupid ass. Now go flash your boobs somewhere else.
Yeah, good luck on your search.
Yeah. Never contact us again.
But good luck. Hope you find something wonderful.
Oh my God. It's just baffling to me that people spend as much time as they do posting and posting and posting and writing and diatribes and, look at me and I'm a victim and look at what they did and, support me and,
Yep.
Get a life, you fuckers.
Yeah, go do something.
Yeah, pal. All right, well, that's going to wrap up another show.
Quick.
Blew by.
Yeah, it did. All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Well, we're going to get the fuck out of here. I appreciate everybody who's tuned in tonight. I want to thank our good friend Hairball John for calling in and putting up with our nonsense. Go check him out over there at Uncontrolled Noise, his Hairball John radio show and his radio network and all that good stuff. And, pull down the app, get the CMS app if you got iPhone products, and a lot of good stuff going on there.
Lots and lots of stuff.
Right. Well, it's been a good show. Appreciate everybody who's tuned in. We got a request to end the show tonight, and I think it's very appropriate. This one comes from our fan Frank, and he would like us to play a band called Excel.
Okay.
And the name of the song is called You're Fired!
All right.
So until next Saturday night, this is Neely along with my very good friend
Chris Hagan.
We're gone.
Bye, kids.